Alright guys, welcome back. So I went to 2 events over the past weekend. One of them was for the Primera 8 series tournament. So basically every person that gets first place gets an invite at the end of the year for the big tournament, which is a cash prize pool. It got pretty close because the one that won, Kalen, already had his invite. So then the invite gets passed down, so second place will get it. So it was like based on tiebreakers, and Harrison ended up getting it, and I came third. I was so close, so close. But there's still 5 more attempts, so that's the good news. And then the following day, we had our state championships. So basically, that one, first place gets like a prize card and a Switch. Second place gets a Switch as well. They get like the playmat, the WCQ sleeves, and I think they get paid accommodation for first place. I'm not too sure. But I played the exact same list because I felt like I did pretty well. So let's get straight into it. Triple Stardust Synchron, triple Junk Synchron. This is not gonna change. It's just standard at this point. At this point, you need a Millimov ruler. Whether you open up this part of the deck or you open up the other counterparts like Doppel, Caligo, Jester. You know, you want like whatever it is you're missing, ruler will hit it for you, which is pretty cool. And then we're gonna go ahead and for the Dawnwalker, this card's insane. It's just a level 8 synchro access, or it allows you to play a bit obscurely to like make sure your opponent doesn't really know what you're doing, because like you can synchro with the ant with a Doppel or converter, and you can try to find little lines that you can do there. Like you can do like summon a converter, make a Baron, and then a converter revives the ant, trigger Doppel. So you have an Omni negate, so you can go the XL climb and then get to the speeder that way, which is pretty nice. Oh yeah, and of course you're missing the ant. Here's the ant, the damn ant. Oh my god, I'll be happy the day we don't have to play the damn ant. Oh my god. And then I'm not gonna lie, I might miss it as well. And then of course you have your Doppel Warrior. This card's amazing. Just generates your tokens, allows you to synchro climb with ease. Just makes it way more versatile. And then of course your junk converters. Just a consistency card. It's part of the combo. Like you just discard any tuner in itself, add a synchron, and then when you synchro summon, these two allow you to play on Ash, which is really nice. You know. But yeah, like there's some little neat things you can do with these two. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Just revive them with Shaman, which is really nice. And then of course you have like your extenders that pair with this is Junk's partner. This is Stardust Synchron's partner. So basically just consistent ways to get to speeder. If you open up Junk, you special this, and also it has like another application where it kind of forces your opponent to like kind of like respond to this, because like if this is in the graveyard and they're like, oh, I don't want them to get tokens, I don't want them to revive a tuner, so they'll stop the junk, right? They'll stop the junk, and then okay, it's special Caligo, and you still have your play. Like that's just the cool thing. And the same thing, similar situation with this. You normal summon this, search illumination, special this, go speeder, and then if they stop speeder, then you can have the trail tribute trigger effect, which is always nice. And then trigger Doppel, assuming you have Doppel, or just pretty much try to extend your plays without having to sacrifice the Stardust Trail's trigger effect. And then of course you have your garnets, quite necessary. Just post Nibiru, it's just really good. And this card's amazing. Like going second into a board, it just gives you like a bit of versatility, just prompt responses, like special this, go Yazi. Pop one, float. They'll either have to interact with the Yazi, or they'll have to, like they'll just interact with the Mare. So that's 2 interactions covered. And then you have like your engine cards, it's really nice. And then also with the Walker, you discard this with the Walker, summon Walker, and the pseudo effect, target the Walker, make it level 2, go into Chaos Brew, they interact there. Okay, that's fine. You make a Baron, and then you summon your junk or whatever, and then try to get the speeder that way, which is really nice. And of course you have Stardust Trail. I was drawing this so much yesterday. Oh my god, she let me down. I was just so like, stay in the deck, please. Stop being so clingy. But none, yeah, you just have to play her. There's just no way. There's just no way you can't not play her. And then of course the new guy, Jet Synchron. This guy's just amazing. The fact that you can send it off Excel makes it way better. Like, it's just so cool. Like, the fact that you can send this increase special gesture, make a Yawzi play, and like that's really cool. Or even make a speeder play, which is really nice. And then of course, this is where I mentioned this before. I played this in the past. I played hand traps in this particular build. Double Nibiru, double Ash Blossom, double Effect Veiler, double Drone Lockbird, double Imperm. I switched the crows for the Imperms, or I'm pretty sure it was a Imperm or Drones. I can't recall what I was playing, but these were interchanged. These were crows, or one of these two were crows. But since I'm playing Crossout, this was one of the targets I wanted to hit. Because like we know that we have the post Nibiru play, but just in case, like if we can just avoid that, then why not cross out Nibiru, you know, and then have the, you know, it just you needed to have these because they're the ones that hurt you the most. This one not really. I mean, sometimes if you have converter and they ash you, then you kind of need to. Then okay, fair enough. But otherwise, you just save the cross out and summon, and you save it for the Nibiru. And then same thing. This is like the main. These are the main dangers of the deck because you can't really chain block these. Like you know, you can chain like this, but like this kind of ends your turn in a way sometimes, and you want to avoid that, which is what Crossout was meant to be doing. And it just allows you to like be interactive if you lose dice roll. You don't just like be at the mercy of, okay, well, hopefully they brick and I can play around their suboptimal board. You don't want to be in that situation. And then of course you have your triple tuning. Keep going back to this. I'm not playing Droplet in this build, but I'm siding it, so that's why you kind of have to play it. And it's a higher card count deck because the previous build was 48 cards, and you don't want to dilute it to the point where you just don't draw your engine, and you know, and so that's the whole logic behind this. Triple Synchro Overtake. It's just insane. Just one of the best cards. It's just really, really good. Summon from deck or grave, added from deck or grave. It's just so cool. And this is the new edition, right? I was playing Triple Crossout, which is something I'd never really tested until like, because I tested on DB and I didn't really like it. But I wanted to just give it a try IRL just to see how it went. And yesterday did really well. The first event did it really well because I would just hit like random like Veilers or like Imperms and then Ashes, which is really nice. Like, it's just so cool. So like just having the security of knowing that, okay, well, if I have Caligo junk, then I can at least back them up, you know. It allows Speeder to resolve, which is really cool. Moving forward, I'm not too sure. It's just one of those like, I guess, variants that you could possibly work for you. But yeah, I mean, it wasn't bad. It wasn't amazing. It was okay. You know, it was okay. Rhoda, Illumination, False Burial, and of course Monster Reborn. So run there up to 50 cards. The deck worked fine. I like both events. I only bricked once, and there's the extra deck. The extra deck hasn't changed. The tokens. Event tokens. Link in description. Use promo code to get 10% off. You get any rarity. Pretty cool. The prismatic ones, secret rare. Pretty cool. So I was borrowing a Baron. Thank you, Harrison. He ended up winning in the event. That was so cool. Chaos Ruler. Where's the hot red? It's right here. So hot red, Chaos Ruler, Crystal Wing, Omega, Yazi, Charge, TG, Junk Warrior, Junk Speeder MVP, Excel Synchron, Herald, and then you like little climbers. You climb into this. So you climb this. So you go this, and then you bring back tuners depending on what is your end board is. I almost forgot the side deck. So triple Droplet, triple Twin, Harpies, Reboot, double, just one. This is for when you side in to go in second, because you do not want to lose the barrier, so you just cross out the barrier. And if you go first against like Despia or Sword Soul, you just side it in as well. Which is, it'll stop them more than it'll stop you. You know, like you negate first, and then when they think that okay, then you just, or like if they find out what a Droplet you or something, or you know, you just call synchro. Your monster's gonna get it anyways. And then of course evenly, and then triple anti-spell. Then you go first, because you don't want to lose the Mystic Mine. You don't want to be baiting out your negates and then go Mystic Mine at the very end. Like, you just don't want that to happen. So just flip anti-spell versus your 4 or 5 negates, and you should win that game. A lot of you have been questioning, okay, what do you side? How do you side? Because there's quite a few new guys, new people, a few new subscribers. Okay, so like in some instances, you would just easily just side these out. When you go in second, you just side these out, depending on the matchup, you know, because some of them are a bit more demanding. They kind of require you to have every possible interacting, because otherwise, like Despia, right? Despia, or like any combo deck, like Dragon Link was like a pretty prevalent deck at the event, and you wanted to make sure that you had like an answer if you lose the dice roll, right? So then this is what you touch. Normally you touch these, like, based on the matchups, you side out accordingly, right? Like some of the hand traps are not that great versus a particular matchup, so you touch this. And then also you can you don't touch this. You leave this in there. This is way better. You would just like cut like either a Jester and a Caligo, and that's pretty much it. And then that's quite the lineup of cards that you can choose from, and it just varies from there. It's just based off intuition, but most of the time it's just basically like you rather have an answer instead of consistency, because if you don't have the answer, you can't play anyways. You know, that's the logic behind that. And I think the deck is just, it's sufficient enough based on how many synchros you play that it won't be an issue. But yeah, hopefully that's helpful. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Let's subscribe if you haven't, and thanks for watching.